System. Reds going with 3 at the back to give them perhaps a little bit more flexibility and adaptability as the season goes on. So that means the new boys, Lindelof and Lukaku, they're going to play in the second half. There's going to be 11 changes at the break.
Well, you'd expect that, Stuart. It's pre-season and the manager will be given a...
Well, this is Galaxy's 9th game in 30 days, so they've decided to start with a second string 11. All of their more familiar names: Cole, Dos Santos, Van Dam. They're on the bench. 10 of this starting lineup are products of the reserves and the academy.
That's a strange one, that, Stuart, for me, when you think it's a friendly match.
A play against the big ones, because usually rise to the occasion. So it'll be an interesting game. We have started now. We watched training for a couple of days now. Let us play some games and see if that sharpness also reflects these 5 games we have on this tour of America.
Oh, that's what players are looking forward to more than anything, is to actually play in a game.
Well, here come the players, and the fans aren't making their way in, because the different sort of the way they do things here is because they're all outside in the car parks having the tailgate parties and barbecues, and it's a totally different world. Magnificent weather, and yeah, fireworks before every game as well. The fireworks are going off here now. It's been an absolutely glorious, glorious day here in LA. It's just approaching 7 o'clock in the evening, still gloriously warm, but I'm sure this must be a terrifying thing to do. Yeah. Terrifying thing to do. So that's the first Red 11 of pre-season, and it's going to get busy from here on in. 5 games in just over 11 days here in the States, and the standard of the opposition goes up and up and up. But useful to play 2 MLS teams in mid-season to get your fitness going.
It is very useful, and you should be like that. It's like when you go up the stairs, you're going to jump up to the highest one, you have to go step.
Ready, although there's still smoke around the whole of the stadium. Those fireworks, but I'm sure it'll disappear pretty soon. I'm sure the music will stop quite soon as well. The referee has a look around. He's waiting to get the signal and get us underway for this first game. Music stops. Time for football.
Finally.
The first of 5 games in 11 days to kickstart Tour 2017, presented by Aon. StubHub Centre to the south of downtown LA. That's where it all begins.
Oh, yeah. Of course, Paddy. It's a difference to gig Lane and Berry on a Thursday night, isn't it?
I think the weather may be a little bit different as well.
Is Marcus in?
Rashford inside the area. Rashford scores! The first 2 minutes of the tour, and Marcus Rashford finds the net, and United off to an absolute flyer on Tour 2017. Rashford makes it 1-0.
Defensively, shocking there, the Will Stuart, giving the ball away so easily.
Here we see Stuart as well. The ball gets nicked there. Garcia doesn't come over to collect that ball, doesn't want it. Marcus Rashford on goal, and it's the right back Smith there with a mistake. In MLS, maybe you have time, but not against United. And Rashford, clinical. Important for him to get this goal, especially 1-against-1 with the keepers. Often, sometimes he misses these chances. He was clinical there. 2 minutes in, 1-0.
Oh, but that's great for his confidence, that, isn't it? Confidence builder. But what a mistake by them. And
see here at the Galaxy. Beckham, Robbie Keane, Steven Gerrard, those players. But instead of just going for the big money imports, they're trying to
beautiful piece of skill,
trying to develop their own players, as we're seeing here in this first half. And one of our own players, Marcus Rashford, who got the goal, has also got the free kick. He turned his man well here. Rolled it.
He's lucky he's not been booked, hasn't he? Could easily get booked for that.
Mata. Last-ditch challenge on him. United pressing high up the field, and Rashford's in again. Chance for a second.
There he is.
Rashford in terrific pre-season form. He's got 2 for United within the first 20 minutes. Terrific eye for goal, the young man. United 2 up against the LA Galaxy.
I think it was it Herrera that put the ball through him?
That was Mata. Herrera won it back. Put the first pressure, won the ball back into Juan Mata. Great pass, great timing on that. We can see that. Herrera wins the ball back into that little hole. What a pass. And look at that finish, Paddy.
That's what he's just asked to put that in the back of the net, and he did.
He looks up, one touch, far corner. 20 minutes gone.
Joe in that 10 position, really.
Just as you say that.
Blitz. Rashford Rashford onto this again. So sharp, Rashford. Now Jesse Lingard. He's gone for the return. Lingard gets to the byline. Does well. Plays it back towards Fellaini.
3-0.
Terrific hit from the big man. Marouane Fellaini thrashes it home, and United in complete command.
Space for on-running Fellaini, and he just slots it in with his left foot. 3-0.
I know, but you talked about the ball from Herrera. Fantastic. What a great skill that is to kill it, take the pace out of it.
In it as well with those youngsters in midfield. Oh, it's a terrific run forward.
A beautiful goal.
It's 4. Great finish. Mkhitaryan, who has been so lively in this second half. You could feel the goal was coming. United sweat forward from midfield, and Henrik Mkhitaryan on the pre-season goal trail. 4-0.
Cool as anything.
But the timing of the run as well. Good pass from Martial, but it's easy when you get 2 runners. Both Lukaku and Mkhitaryan go. Lukaku is smart there because he leaves Mkhitaryan going into the hole, drags the defender back. And
20 minutes for United to score in the second half. But you feel it coming.
David Beckham again, but I see a lot of Armenian flags here. There's a large Armenian community here in Los Angeles. That's passing range.
That's a great pass as well. So Mensah is onto it, shows electrifying pace. Martial!
It's 5.
5-star Manchester United in pre-season. Made by Fosu Mensah, dispatched by Martial. LA Galaxy 0, Manchester United 5.
Great passing again, creates the goal.
It was a good time on that passing range. Timothy Fosu-Mensah kept on going, and look at that, he turns Jones, plays it in behind.
Yeah, because you thought at one stage that was going to be a dead ball, didn't you?
And that such an important run from Lukaku to go to the front post, to drag the defenders, to open the space up like we saw in the first half when Fellaini scored, when Lingard played the ball. And similar here.
Struggled a bit for goals last season, Anthony Martial, after his brilliant first campaign. 8 goals in 42 appearances for United last year. But we know he's got the talent.
We saw that in his first season. He was even questioned about us.
Alessandrini. Oh, Dos Santos has gone for the return. There's a great chance. Goal back for the Galaxy.
Great bit of football by them, but United will be disappointed to let a goal in.
No doubting this is the best bit of football we've seen from the LA Galaxy today. Nothing Joel Pereira could do. Something for the home fans to cheer. Certainly just Dos Santos has added a bit of quality to things. Dos Santos and Alessandrini. It's a great finish.
It's a great touch as well. Good pass from the outside of foot from Alessandrini. This touch is really good from Dos Santos, and he slots it in with his right foot.
And there's like ticker tape coming down all around us in the. Swung in, keeper thought about coming, and it's nodded in. United concede a second goal. It's Romney from the back who headed the ball home.
He's taken a deflection actually.
And LA Galaxy finishing on the front foot.
Makes the score look a lot better, doesn't it?
Keeper thought about coming, then went back. And then, well, it's going to be Dos Santos' goal. Romney's header, but Dos Santos with Tuanzebe. You can hear the PA announcer giving that to Dave Romney, but I don't think that's Romney's goal. I think it's probably Dos Santos' goal.
Santos was the last man on that ball as well, but I think it was hard for
down quickly.
Came up.
And well, United begin Tour 2017 with a thumping victory. 7-goal thriller here at the stop-up stand. It's up towards Lukaku.
Almost that right shot, right foot shot that went wide.
Oh, this is good work. Hungry for another one, Galaxy. We've improved markedly in the second half when their senior players have come on. But can United finish with a flourish, I wonder? It's up towards Lukaku. Goodness me, he's closed down quickly.
came up.
And well, United begin Tour 2017.